Good morning, good night, wherever you are. Welcome again to my channel, Jamaican African Travel. Welcome, my African family. And for all of you who supporting my channel, special thank you, Santi Sana. So continue to subscribe, like, share, make a comment, because the comments will really help me to uplift and improve. So just help me to build the channel, because without you, it cannot survive. So my topic today is why I have 6 things why people should leave the Western world and come back to the motherland. But before I get into these 6, I just want to do a quote from the late Marcus Garvey. People without knowledge of their past history, origin, culture is like a tree without roots. And what I gather from that is like, if you don't really stand up and know really your culture or your history, you will fall for any other race, culture, and history and want to be like them. So first, find your history, your culture, because black people have some great history, culture, that today helping us to go forward in our lives. Number 1, find your true identity, because some of us is like a wandering sheep, don't even know who we are, what we stand for, how great we are. Because I don't know how many of you guys know that over 120 things black people invent that we are using in this world today. If it wasn't for those guys, black people, I don't know how we would have these things to use. So we are great substance to this world. But you know, from as early as we growing up, if 2 of you in a family, and one is black, one is white, they always show more love, more lenient to the lighter color skin. So the black kids are always left at disadvantage. So that is something that embedded in us from early, as if like black people less of substance. But if we have to grow out of that and realize that that's not true, we have true value. We as equally are more equally skilled and qualified than other races. But because we don't discover that within us, we try to lean or to follow other people. So that is the first thing. Find your true identity, what we really stand for, what we represent. Number 2, the racial bias that we had to enter account day in, day out over in this Western world. That is not fair to us, because you are at a disadvantage of your pay, wages, because you and a white guy can do the same work, and yet they're getting more pay than you. You walk into a store, they all advise on the black people looking out if you are going to steal something off their shelves. Those things we have to be going through. In school, they have this racial bias among the kids. Children in the US, black kids in US get suspended 3 times the rate as their counterpart white. Do the research. Even the teachers have racial bias against the black kids than the white counterpart. So there's a lot of things, racial bias, you have to go through and your kids. So that's the reason why you should leave. Number 3, the injustice that handed out to black people. Because many times you are guilty before you ever find yourself in front of the judge because of the color of your skin. If you have an incident with any white people, once the white guy is the complainant, you know you are guilty. He have the edge over you. So physically and financial injustice carrying out on us over there because you are not getting the fair share of what you deserve because of the injustice, because of you are black. Number 4, desperation and inspiration. Desperation don't mean like you have to be people desperate for money over there because the amount of money you have in your possession over there are earning many times cannot take you through because your expense is more than what you're working. And sometimes many times we are desperate for love. We are desperate for stress. We're desperate for stress-free. And we're desperate for happy. But when you find yourself over in the motherland and discover or happy or stress-free or spiritual minded, you feel much healthy in your body because you get healthy food to eat. So it's such a lot of reason people get inspiration, want to move by the way other people are living over here. You're living happy, peaceful. Once you have your thing well thought out, you can pay your bills much easily, less expensive. And you don't have to be stressed in yourself. As I said, cost of living over in the US, it's much more higher than living on the continent or in the Western world, I can tell you. I used to bring $200 to the supermarket because I mostly buy organic stuff. So that kind of expensive. Don't eat meat, and I use less on that money over here, and I only have to go to the supermarket twice per month, and every week I used to go to the supermarket in the US. Rent is much more cheaper over here. Food, light bill, internet, water. So you're really at an advantage living over here. The little US dollar that you have cannot serve you for a month over in the US could serve you for a year or more over here. So cost of living is much, much cheaper. And number 6, the color of your skin put you at a disadvantage living over in the West. Because for you to, as black people, to get a job over your white counterpart, you had to qualify 2 times or 3 times than the white people to get that job over him, whether educational wise or skillful wise. Remember that. And even if you get that job, you had to be performing more than the white people for you to even stay in that job. And more time, the white people getting more work than you, getting more pay than you, and doing less work. So we really live at a disadvantage. I don't want anyone to see me or want to judge me by the color of my skin. See me as who I am, whether I am white or black. So people, these are the reasons. Leave Babylon and come. People, let me tell you, read Genesis 37 with that story about Joseph. Joseph's brother did sold him to Pharaoh. But no one, all of us black people coming over from the Western world, no one sold us. We come freely. But what I'm saying, we come in order to rescue enough of you, because I know in near future, many of you going to run to the Africa, to the motherland to rescue yourself or your children from hungry. Remember that story. And the Bible tells us, so was it in the beginning, so is it going to be in the end. So just go and read that famous story and remember, Africa is a beautiful place. It helped you, for me personally, it helped me to know who I really are right now, how much value I have in this world. It helped me to appreciate black people more. I feel so great because I am no more the minority I walking on the street. No one see me walking on the street and going to hate me because of the color of my skin. Because all of us look the same. So I'm really happy. I am really proud. I am feel honored to be in the motherland. And this is where I want to spend the rest of my life. People, you won't feel it if you don't come and experience it. So until next time, my supporters and my listeners, God bless you. Continue to stay safe and keep safe. Asante sana. Thank you very much.